Boston, Massachusetts, the scene as we wrap up Week 5 on the 2024 PLL calendar and head to the All-Star break. First of two, the Utah Archers and Tom Schreiber, the best midfielder on the planet, taking on the Maryland Whipsnakes and a whole bevy of young talent. One of the hotter teams in the league. The Archers out of Utah, the Whipsnakes out of Maryland, getting set to duel here in Cambridge.
His stick to get that ball dislodged.
Shot score by Amen. More of the same, Cart.
Make it 9. 9 goals on the season, 9 unassisted. It's go time and taking shorties to the rack. This is the issue when you defend the Archers. You only have 4 poles. Who are you going to put it on? Well, a lot of the time, Amen's getting the short stick, and that's too much for Roman Puglisi. And Amen played his entire career, a lot of times, getting the #1 defender on him.
Whipsnakes on the board. And it's Zed Williams.
I love this shot by Zed Williams. The last 2 shots on Dobson were high and hit the crossbar. TJ Malone and then Zed hit one. This time now he starts with his stick high and he just pounds this bottom portion of the goal right between the legs of Dobson. I think Dobson thinks he's going high the whole time. Coach Staggs knows he's got an ace tag.
Malone, give him another one. Had a hat trick last week and he's on the board this week.
The rookie is for real. The Whips were unlucky going after Dobson high early in this quarter. The last 2, they snuck it low right between his legs. TJ Malone, the rookie sensation.
Tough angle, scores anyways.
Talked about the way he manipulates a defender. Well, he also manipulates a goaltender with some deception. This is a fabulous move. They get the short stick matchup, and Puglisi now, who had to deal with Grant Ament on a switch now with Connor Fields. It's too easy. You see how he just wraps his stick around at the last second. If he just
skip past Leclerc, he fires and scores.
Trey Leclerc was one of those sharpshooters I just mentioned. He's #2 in terms of shooting percentage. In the entire PLL, 58%. Only the big beard in Westberg is better, 75% heading into the season. He hammers this shot. And we watched him a bunch at Ohio State. He loved the high right wing rips. And they'll count that for 2.
First 2 of the year.
To an all-around lacrosse player in college. He was an offensive.
Moore takes the shot and scores. He needed that big time. And you can see his teammates know it.
Different kind of celebration, right? You
Yeah.
know you have a star in Matt Moore who's struggling. And after that goal, you even sense an exhale, right? That'll be from Chris Bates to his teammates and most notably himself. His first goal of the season in Game 5. Takes it up the hash, and he lets it rip from deep on the run. That looked like Romar Dennis.
You have Leclerc, you have Amen continuing to play hot. Here's Leclerc, too. They're going to give him a step down, and he makes him pay.
Krebs isn't happy. He's let 3 deep shots in a row in. I don't know if he's upset with himself or his defense there for not pressing out on the hands, but they're starting to get to him. He's allowed 6 points, 3 saves only, and Leclerc again just hammers that shot. You see the body language of Krebs.
Gambler, a little miscommunication with the rook Williams. Bouncer scores! Jake Bernhardt, his first of the year.
They needed a run. Utah had 5 points in a minute and 34 seconds. It was critical for the Whipsnakes to answer, and when you're staring down an elite goaltender, why not use the turf? And I think he uses a screen there too. It looks like Mason Woodward jumps through this shot and probably takes away the sight line from Dobson. Do you see Mason Woodward there jumping? That makes
a lot of time. Single!
Rambo trying to muscle his way in. Great double team, though. Perfectly timed by the Archers. And GLE rolls in, got a free spot. Can't beat Dobson, though. How did he make that save?
Atlas with the heavy shot. This is the Dobson save. That's an insane save. They couple their size and strength with also their ability to find ways to get through a defender.
Ouch! Back O'Keefe from Grant Amen. Clark, I want to comment on this because last night you talked about somebody having a heavy shot. I don't remember who it was in one of our games last night, but I feel like O'Keefe is more like the quick, the wrist, as opposed to that heavy shot.
It was Brian Costabile from the New York Atlas with the heavy shot. This is the Dobson save. That's an insane save. Zed Williams leaves his feet. Somehow he makes this stop, and then the quick pass into the quick shot. What I love about this combination is Amen flicked the pass. O'Keefe from range.
Sit down,
Shot scored by Utah. And that is another one for Matt Moore. That's 2 on the day. Came into this game 0 for 13 shooting, scoreless in their first 4 games. Gets 2 already.
You talked to Chris Bates before the game. He told me it's only a matter of time. Matt Moore starts to make his presence felt. Tonight in Boston looks like it's the night. He's got 2.
Chip last year.
Oh,
that's going to be a flag, yeah. And still the Fields over his shoulder. Doesn't wait for the official to blow the whistle.
The Magic.
On the field with a hold, wiped out by the goal. All even face.
Connor, he does it all the time. Just makes your jaw drop. It looks like he's toast here after the hold on Puglisi. But right there is the seam. That kind of opens it up. The flag's down. Everyone takes a breath. Not Connor Fields. It's time to go backhand and create what looks like the impossible. Krebs has no idea where that's going. Pure joy watching Connor Fields stick BTBs between the legs.
For Coach Stagnator, he said, let's get physical. Stay physical. They believe they're still in this game, and there's one to chip away.
Yeah, exactly. Rambo finding the back of the net. Got to chip away at this deficit here, and that'll help.
Keep in mind, you have Joe Nardella, too, to get the possessions you need late in quarters, like this scenario. There's TJ Malone. I mentioned off the top, he's been the quarterback. The creator behind the cage with the eyes. A lot of people think of Malone as a goal scorer. He's a terrific passer as well. And Matt Rambo off ball, cutting and getting the rock.
Now advantage Williams. He gets it back to Chanenchuk. Up top, Anderson has a great look and scores. That looked like it wasn't going the way they planned, whatever they planned, Clark, but then all of a sudden, it got into 24 stick and he was wide open.
I was going to say, Cotter, get the ball to TJ Malone, but there's 2 things on this goal that stand out with Levi Anderson. One is the face dodge. He catches the ball here, and he sees the approach of the defense, and he moves his stick quickly, but then the second one is the deception of the shot. I thought he was going low. Gets Dobson to think he's shooting more towards the hips or the timeout, and they capitalized.
Just a handful of seconds. Bond's going to have to let it rip. Avoids the defender. He's going to have a good look and scores! With 1 second left on the clock. What presence of mind by Piper Bond to not take the 2-point shot, get a better shot. He knew he had just enough time to get it off.
This is brutal for Jim Stagnita and the Whipsnakes. You cut it to 4. You go into the locker room with back-to-back goals, and then with 1 second left, you're not defending the transition play with Piper Bond, who goes from defense to offense, and he just hammers it. And I love your call out there, Cotter. He takes those extra steps.
Stepping upfield and scoring the goal is Poitras. From one Canadian to the other. And Adam Poitras, I tell you what, that was a great move by him. Getting into the middle of the field, that extra step card to give him a better angle.
I can't give it the Canadian tongue like you do. Poitras is a phenomenal talent out of Loyola, where he had a stellar senior season. See that little plant foot, how he gets the defender to bite? He gets Piper Bond, who's really upset with himself going after defenders.
Schreiber back up top. The shot score, O'Keefe.
I think they're getting to Krebs a little bit here.
Yeah, he's not seeing it great, is he?
You don't see him have that normal pop and step to the ball here. O'Keefe is the type of shooter that likes to get his feet set and rarely dodges and shoots through contact here. And this time he does. It's a really nice shot, but watch the lack of step by Krebs here. He doesn't explode to the ball. He's kind of on his heels.
Anderson puts his shoulder into the defender. Rambo gets a better angle, scores one of them.
This is actually the first power play of the season for the Maryland Whips, where they've actually cashed in. Their first goal, extra man. Philadelphia native, Maryland star, Matt Rambo. The southpaw connects. The Whips are going.
51. Zed, save, rebound, scores. Right place, right time for TJ Malone.
Find a way. It doesn't matter. Find a way. If you can't beat Dobson with heat, beat him with a rebound. Look at this first stop by Dobson, though. Zed Williams hammers this. Uses his upper body to make the stop. Wasn't a stick save, so it creates a rebound.
Yeah, it looks like he might even got him a face mask.
Yeah, face mask shoulder area, so it's not a clean save.
Like your way of thinking.
There he is. Here he is. Watch him, watch him.
One-handed between the legs and scores!
Oh, gosh! Stop the madness! This is the goal of the year, Cotter, and it's not even close. Yes, do it. Bow down. Dunn's playing decent defense. This isn't just a between-the-legs shot. This thing has gas.
Look where he put it.
In the top shelf. He is a left-handed player. Box lacrosse background. Bottom hand dominant. That's the right hand. That's
even more creative. Another one. See, now the team is feeling it. They're feeding off of him. Dyson Williams, his first professional goal.
You know, we talk about all the rookies in the league. The Utah Archers are the only team in the league without a rookie getting a point. That's finished right now. Dyson Williams with his first career goal in the PLL. That will be the first of many. We talk about his finishing ability. As Grant Ament hugs him, he smells the opportunity to backdoor the defense. Gets Jack Corus ball watching. You cannot ball.
Not for the faint of heart. Nice play by Sisselberger to get it to a teammate. Here comes Patterson and the Archers. Shot score! It's O'Keefe. And like we saw with New York last night, when this team gets going offensively, it is a freight train rolling downhill.
Matt Moore can open it up. Connor Fields can open it up. Mac O'Keefe now with 2 unassisted goals too. You talk about O'Keefe being a standstill finisher. He's showing you his ability to get to the rack. Twice now, he's taken it in himself for unassisted goals. That's 3
Attack
goals.
Quickly. Marr trying to get it to Moore, who loses his stick. He won't be able to track it down, so it'll be a turnover. Here come the Whips the other way. With a wide open shooter. And O'Keefe might make him pay. Beautiful move. Got open, but Bernlohr makes the save, and O'Keefe puts back in his own rebound, and it's good. I got to see this again, Clark, just to make sure he did not end up in the crease before that ball crossed the line. But as of now, it's a goal.
That's what Bernlohr is staring at, the video board, to see if it's a goal. This is a gorgeous move. Big, swooping face dodge with the follow-up. I don't see them overturning this.
No, I don't either. No,
This is a gorgeous move. Everyone thinks O'Keefe, including me, is shooting the ball.
it gets stopped before it goes in.
That's a goal.
Before it got to the goaltender,
I think it crosses
was
the
deflected.
plane. Here's a good angle. He's not in the crease with his feet. It's his body in the crease before it crosses the plane. I don't think
Because
they're going to
now, here, did it bounce first before going into the goal? Watch the
This
goal
is the
line here.
look.
See where it bounces.
Rebound, follow-up. Okay, does his body fall in?
Because it bounced outside of the goal. See it right there?
Yes,
the
it bounces
before.
outside of the goal, but immediately it goes up and crosses the plane. So that's why it's going to be so hard to
It's
overturn.
going to be hard to overturn. You have to have, obviously.
Okay, so look, when it bounces, yes, it doesn't cross the plane, but immediately it goes up. If you go slow, keep rolling here. Right there, it's crossed the plane. I think that's going to be really hard to overturn because off the bounce.
Whips with a bit of a reprieve after that review. Inside. Yeah, you're not going to stop Williams on that. Good job by Levi Anderson, finding Zed in the middle.
You know, we talk a lot now about this crease presence and avoiding the circle. Saw 2 plays being reviewed. How about the footwork of Zed Williams not to go in the crease here? To catch and then to leave his feet, knowing that if he doesn't leave his feet, he's going in the crease.
Some hope. Now in the 4th quarter, can they get more? Janachuk inside.
Oh, that's great ball movement.
Zed finishes. Okay, Cart, 15-10.
This is phenomenal. Look at this play develop. Once you see the interior catch here by Patra, pause it right here. Once he has that ball in the inside, now let's roll it. The defense is compromised because you're man down to begin with. And when the Utah Archers decide to crash the crease and go on Patra, the bottom corner is wide open.
Bond is a big physical presence below and in all kinds of trouble, but Zed scores! Great look finding Zed Williams in front, and once again, 36 camps out in front, gets a great opportunity, and the Whips are on a 3-0 run.
That's 2 in a row for Zed. Finishing the rock. The rookie, TJ Malone. We know about him as a Dodger and a scorer. He can deal. Getting teammates involved. Joe Nardella's on the back end of this break. Don't go anywhere.
Archer's trying to shoot the dagger. That might be it.
I think so, Cotter. I think that's it because it could have been a 2-possession game, and the Whips have some guys that could stretch a defense from deep. And you have Joe Nardella. But down 5 with 2:09. Trey LeClaire goes to the rack, fights through pressure, and that could be game, set, match on Bernlohr, who came